Alright. So, I'm posting another video right now about the trial. I just called Andre to find out about these anonymous phone calls that are being made. Apparently, there's multiple. They're happening multiple times because Jacinia mentioned it to me when I was in Orlando, and that was months ago. It was one of the first times I talked to her. And then Andre says there was one that was made within the last 2 weeks. Is anyone going to do anything about this? I'm just going to let it play. 2:40 on June 7th, 2024. I'm going to call... Jeez. Call this lawyer again. And inquire about what was said here.
This call is being recorded. Please hold while I try to connect you.
Hello, officer. This is Andre speaking.
Andre, it's Tasha. Hey, what's up? I got a huge concern. I just got off this telephonic hearing. Did I hear Jacinia correctly? She said she's been getting reports of death threats being made to you?
She's not in the office. I wouldn't be able to say what was said on the call. I wasn't.
That's what I believe I heard. Are you guys getting more anonymous phone calls?
We did receive anonymous phone calls previously, yes.
How many anonymous phone calls have you received?
I can't say overall. I can. For me, I just received one, but I don't know how much more have come in.
When was that?
A couple of weeks ago, a week or two ago, I believe. But they didn't give a name or a number or anything, so I just let Jacinia know about it and left it to her.
Well, she told the judge that she's been getting reports that allegedly I've been making threats.
Yeah, like I can't say about what she said. All I got was the anonymous call that day, and they did say that on the call, but they didn't give a name, a number, or anything.
What did they say?
I just related to her and left it alone.
What did they say?
That you were on live making threats toward your attorney.
Was it a man? Was it a woman? Did you get a number?
They changed. No, it was a blocked number. It showed up as anonymous when they called us.
How come she hasn't...
They didn't give a name, no, nothing, just said it and then hung up.
Was it a man? Let's play Guess Who. Was it a man? Was it a woman?
It sounded like a man, but I can't guarantee. People use voice changers and everything when they do these type of calls. It was a blocked number, no information given, so I can't guarantee of what type of person it was. They just said it and then got off the phone. There was no callback, no nothing, and never heard from them again after. How
come this is not being reported? She just mentioned it to the judge, like it was a fact, like it came from me. And you guys are getting anonymous phone calls. All my previous attorneys have gotten anonymous phone calls. Judges have gotten anonymous phone calls, and I have orders that say they have got anonymous phone calls. Cops have got anonymous phone calls. Hotels have got anonymous phone calls. And nobody's
someone that watches your lives, because that's all they said is that you were on live doing this. So yeah, I didn't see it or anything, so I can't say what was happening.
She just told the judge this, and I believe you can't hear.
If she's getting those calls, and she would say it to the judge. And I know that
she made it sound like I'm actually doing this. And I think
there's no way for us to know. Like I said, even on the caller ID, it shows up as anonymous. So there was no number. It shows up as anonymous. And I can't guarantee the voice was the person, because a person that's blocking themselves that much could be changing their voice too.
So anonymous phone calls, and that's not going to be reported to the cops, and it's going to be. It sounded she's trying to pin it on me, because I think the judge just let her withdraw based on her telling her. She didn't even mention anonymous phone calls.
Okay, like I said, I wasn't on the call, so I don't know what was said on the court case call. I just know that we have gotten anonymous phone calls over it.
Yeah, calls.
At least for myself, I've gotten one. I don't know if she's gotten any more previously, but
why would she?
One about 2 weeks
she just brought it 2 weeks ago, and you guys have been my lawyer for what, four months now?
Yep.
So there's been more than one, because
it was after the motion to withdraw, because I know it was between then and now.
Yeah, and she just mentioned it. So you guys have gotten multiple phone calls, because she mentioned it when we first started talking. I was in Orlando, which was months ago. And she mentioned anonymous calls. So you guys are getting multiple anonymous phone calls.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, like I said, they all haven't come through to me, but she has said that she's gotten other calls also. I've only myself personally been on the call for one.
And
which was the one that happened about a week or two ago.
This is a conspiracy, and it's obstruction of justice, because now it's being mentioned in the courts from her own mouth.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, if she was put to withdraw, that's all I can say. Like on my end, I'm not involved in the court case part, so I don't know anything that came up then.
I'm telling you, every attorney is getting anonymous phone calls. Cops are getting anonymous phone calls. Judges are getting anonymous phone calls.
It was somebody that's watching your lives, because that's all they say. Is
My mother.
You were on live, and you were making threats to the attorney, and then they refused to give any information and just got off the phone.
Well, that's not true. My mother has got anonymous phone calls. My trustee has got anonymous phone calls. It's in a motion to dismiss. She said she's getting anonymous phone calls threatening harm. Is anybody going to look into this? Because it certainly isn't me.
I mean, at this point, if Attorney Rosales was told she can withdraw, she's not
I don't know.
continue to look into it any further. She's just going to get off the case.
Oh yeah, let's not look at this. There's people being threatened with physical harm. Jasenia, my trustee, which is my elderly mother, all getting threats of harm, and no one's going to look into it? And no one's going to mention it? Unless it's mentioned out of context to a judge.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned it to her. Whatever happens after that, I have no control over. So all I can do is let her know what happened when I got the call. I have no involvement or control over whatever happens after that. And if she does withdraw, I'm sure she's not going to continue to look into it.
No, let's let this snowball out of control, because the next lawyer will get the same calls. I am sure. It's been going on for years. Years and years. And I have evidence to back it up.
I don't know. I don't have anything I can do about the...
Yeah, of course not. These are crimes and obstruction of justice that's happening. There's nothing an attorney or a paralegal can do about it, except mention it to a judge. And the judge said to call the sheriff. How come no one's called the sheriff? All right. Well, I just lost connection. I have hardly any Wi-Fi here. So I lost connection there. Got one bar of Wi-Fi. So yeah, it's never. It's been years and years and years of these anonymous phone calls, and nobody's looking into it, and it's obviously causing a huge problem, and people just let it go and let it go. There's threats of harm being made by some individual, and no one's going to look into it. And I'm pretty sure she just used that to get out of the to withdraw. And the next lawyer, I'm sure, I put my life on it. Next lawyer is going to get anonymous phone calls. The judges, I'm sure the judges have got anonymous phone calls. I had that one from Kimberly Sharp-Bird. I got the order that said she received an anonymous phone call. Absolutely sick. It's criminal.